Everyone was able to plan and practice for their first cake. The second is a complete mystery.
This is your first technical challenge. It's Cake Week, so of course it's going to be a Mary Berry recipe. Now, Paul and Mary are going to judge this blind, so with the greatest respect, Tatty buys. Good luck and do your very best.
Right, your very first technical challenge is Mary's classic cherry cake. You need the cherries suspended throughout, drizzled with some icing and some lovely toasted almonds on top. You have got 2 hours to pop Mary's cherry in the oven and bring it out again. On your marks,
Get set.
bake!
Technical challenge, this is how it feels.
The bakers have been given the same ingredients and Mary's basic recipe.
The recipe is sparse.
Not that difficult, I didn't think.
Mary, cherry cake. Why have you picked this as the first technical challenge?
It's a great British classic, but it's quite tricky to get absolutely right. Sometimes the cherries all go to the bottom, so they've got to do the right preparation of the cherries. Just look at that, all the way down.
That's what you're looking for, isn't it? Suspended cherries.
And also, if you get the icing too runny, it'll run off. It's got to just gently trickle down.
This is gorgeous, this, Mary. Is this better than your mum could ever do?
I think it is really. Don't tell her.
Well, it says prepare the cherries. We don't know what prepare means. Does she mean wash? Does she mean cut? I'm going for cut.
I'm just going to cut the cherries in half rather than quarters. So you want to have a big chunk of cherry, don't you?
I remember reading somewhere that you have to dry cherries before you add them to a mix because otherwise they sink. That's what everyone else is doing.
Need to wash them, and then you need to coat them in flour, because if you don't, they'll sink to the bottom of the cake.
How much caster sugar? 175.
To make the cake mix, Mary's only instruction is to beat all the ingredients together.
I usually whip the butter and the sugar first, do it all separately, but let's stick to her rule book instead of mine.
And she hasn't told them what consistency it needs to be.
Just beating it well. I was going to use the machine, but it's not worth plugging it in and getting it going just for that, so you can do it by hand. It's a bit of exercise as well.
It's quite a thick mixture, which is quite good because I was worried that if it was too runny, the cherries would just sink straight away.
I'm just folding in the flour, which I know would be easy by machine, but I just like to feel it.
90 minutes to go.
I just want to make sure there's a good spread of cherries because I just don't want all the cherries to be clumped together.
Okie dokie. Timer.
Mary's recipe states an oven temperature, but no baking time.
I don't know how long to bake it for, so once it's reached 35 minutes, I'm going to keep checking it.
I'm reckoning it's going to be near the 45.
I feel like I've missed something.
Yeah.
Slinking.
Have you got the cherries in?
Yes. I haven't saved my 5 for the top, though. I didn't leave enough cherries to decorate because I didn't look at the recipe and see 5 cherries to decorate.